Hello orienteering friends, welcome to the video. This is another training from Kladno region. This is an old map and we were also running without visible paths and roads, so it was more about running along the azimuth. I think still we had vegetation and vegetation boundaries, but honestly lots of the things changed in the forest and they were different. So in some cases the navigation was difficult because the map wasn't accurate. So here to this first control I decided to follow the road a little bit and then get to one of these fenced areas, and along that to that small hole or like a depression, ditch maybe. That wasn't difficult because it was near that fence, so very clear navigation point. So from here I took the bearing and tried to run as straight as possible to the control number 2. For the most part I was doing all right, I would say, but then when I reached the corner of that field, I think there I either because of vegetation or because of some sort of or some lack of focus, I made a little detour, but still there in that place the vegetation was accurate according to the map, so I was able to pinpoint the vegetation boundary that leads to control number 2. So yeah, I will skip commenting to that. So control number 3, at first it looked easy. I took bearing, but then as you will see, because of the vegetation I deviated quite a bit, and I wasn't able to read the map properly, I would say, and I wasn't able to really pinpoint my location. So here I think I did a mistake that I basically continued in this wrong direction, because I forgot to like reorient myself. And one more thing, I don't have a good printer, so my map was printed in black and white, and you can see on the map there is this occasional water stream, right? For me it was like a path, so maybe that was one of the reasons why I ignored it, because I knew that the map should not have paths. Here I think I didn't notice that I'm passing some water stream. I didn't realize it, and basically here I got lost, and I wasn't able to locate myself on the map. I thought that I'm completely different, like 180 degrees from, or at least 90 degrees to the left from me, and I thought that I'm at the vegetation boundary that leads to the control, but you can see I'm further away. And I was lucky enough that I met another runner, and he had a colored map. So then I realized that there is this stream. So and I already crossed that one. So we have to go back, and that basically helped me to figure out where am I. Because here I thought that I'm at that place. I was I didn't realize that I crossed that stream, and I was thinking that I'm like near the control here, and I should see that man-made structure, like a depression or earth wall, basically an earth wall. Rounded earth wall. So once I met him and figured out where am I was able to go and find control number 3. So now you can skip there if you want. From here to control number 4 it was easy, just straight ahead basically, so this was also easy. from control number 4 to control number 5, I had to take the bearing, and I ran straight to that hill. Since this area is like often used for training, I knew where it is roughly, and I also I knew what I expect. I knew that I have to see some kind of hill. So I tried to avoid the vegetation a little bit, but still I was focused on going in that general direction of control number 5. And yeah, once I get close to control number 5, I will get to describing what mistake I did there. So here I think it was quite clear to me that I saw the hill in front of me, so it wasn't that difficult, but I think I didn't properly read the map here, and I went around this hill to this old quarry that looked like stones and cliffs, because on the map I saw that it's a cliff, but I didn't properly estimated the elevation there. Not sure why. I'm not sure if it was the black and white map or me not noticing something in the map, but I quickly realized that and climbed to the top, and quickly found the control here around somewhere. Okay, so let's get to control 6. Control 6 was again around that fenced area, so that was clear. And once I came to the, I think it was the southern edge, southern corner of that clearing, I will continue from there. So you can skip there. So here I took a while, maybe, yeah, I think I took a while to decide which way to go. I was afraid that if I will go straight through the forest, I might get lost because of the vegetation. So I was counting on the fact that there might be some road that is like perpendicular, maybe perpendicular to this one, and that I will take this road or path, and I will get to control 6. That assumption wasn't entirely correct, so I picked one of the somewhat a path that was entering into the forest, because I was guessing that the distance is, the distance is there and I should go into the forest. So this wasn't actually any path, this was some harvester tracks that I followed, but the direction to control 6 was okay. Obviously the vegetation that is in the map is no longer like fitting what I was seeing, so that was a little bit difficult for me. And I'm not even sure how I was able to find control number 6, because now you can see that I ran around of some vegetation. Now I'm probably kinda guessing, looking for some of these significant trees. None of them looked significant, so yeah, I was here I thought that I came to that little marshes and streams that were in the map, but as you can see, I'm far further away. So now once I looked here around, I probably picked up on the contours here, and I saw that there is a little bit of like a valley. So I ran into that direction, and there was the control. So it was a good guess, let's say. And the next control, that was like a pure azimuth running, so I had to be precise, but again, you can see that I'm not really that good. I think mostly because I'm trying to avoid some kind of vegetation, and then I'm not really readjusting myself to the proper direction. And here it was, a new clearing, basically a big one, so it wasn't very clear which way to go, and I was guessing, and I said, okay, there is some fenced area, a big tree nearby, so maybe it's that thing. So at first I ran into that direction, and I was trying to correct myself according to that feature, which I think still is like that's still there. It looks correct, but really not sure. Maybe I was running there just to readjust my bearing from here. And once I was nearing to control number 7, I was caught up by some other guys. So then we started looking for the control together. As you can see here in this place, really the map isn't precise, so it was really difficult. It was really difficult to, estimate where the control might be. So one good point from one of these guys was that we are at a road that leads to control number 6, and you can see that there is this like sort of a line where every vegetation is ending. So that was a good guess, and now the difficulty was like to figure out where we are standing and pick the correct direction to control number 7, because the control number 7 is a not ditch, maybe a hole in the middle of the clearing, so very hard to spot. So you will see that now we are discussing, then I sort of evaluated that the control must be this direction somewhere, so I went there to explore a little bit and then noticed the control in that clearing. So it was sort of a lucky guess, I would say.
Asi to dává smysl.
Now from here to control number 8, that was a funny thing. In the map for me it looked like some sort of other object, and I wasn't sure what it is, so I checked the description and noticed that it's actually an edge of a fence. Now I'm running according to the bearing, but then I ended up on a clearing that is basically leading to control number 8, which is again, this was an old map, so a lot of things changed here, and also I think there was some sort of a path basically leading to control 8, so I could have used that one if I had that in the map. Yeah, you see here is a clearing in the map. It's I'm in the forest. Yeah, but now I think I knew that I'm looking for a fence, so I saw it and I could go to that. Yeah, now I'm looking at the descriptions because I wasn't sure what it is, what's this kind of a structure. And once I knew that it's a fence, then it was easy because I saw it. Control 9, again, it was difficult because I had no paths. I had to, go along the bearing, and at the same time I had to, avoid all the vegetation there. It's very scattered. It wasn't for me. It wasn't really runnable, and I think you can see that there is a clearing, but that was already overgrowth there, so it wasn't like running easily along some clearing, But here I took a bearing, and I think now I'm just trying to readjust myself according to the map. Here you can see the overgrowth of the clearing that was there. So I'm avoiding that because that was non-runnable. And at the end I was somehow able to reach to control number 9, but again the map wasn't very precise. The vegetation boundaries were sort of there, but the vegetation was older, grown up, so it wasn't precise. So it took me a while to pinpoint my location, and then the stone was actually on a clearing, so it was it wasn't easy. Here I think I wasn't sure where am I. I simply followed these tracks here. Not sure if I knew where am I here. But then I saw this different kind of vegetation in front of me, and I was like, okay, here is a vegetation boundary, so that might be it. I started looking to it, but again, those two guys that I met on Control 7, they caught up on me, and together we found Control 8. And again, here to Control 10, I would say it was easy because we had this fenced area, and we were crossing there already before. So to Control number 10, more or less I was using this fence as a leading feature, and then I guessed that somewhere in the middle of the fence I should go to the south. There was even some kind of path that was very close to this small marsh, so it wasn't like that difficult to find. And also these two guys were there again, so together basically we were helping each other, because you see people around, and yeah. To control number 11, well, at first I decided to, use that fenced area again, go around the vegetation, usually around these fences. It's a little bit easier to run. You can see the other guy had the similar thought. And then I was counting on the fact that there might be some vegetation boundary that I will see, and I will be able to hold on and come to control 11. I think now it was visible, although I'm still looking in the map. My camera was probably pointing too much down. Here I also noticed these two hilltops, and on my right side I already saw this thicker vegetation, so I knew that the control must be somewhat here. I think I didn't properly estimate some distances here, and I ran around the control too far away. Normally, if you had a orienteering lampion, I would probably already noticed it, but here I went around too soon, ended up like few meters away from the control, started looking in this hatched area, but I knew that it's that's not that didn't look like it. And the other guy was looking at the other side and found the control. So again, like a group effort in finding controls. So and from there to control 12, I took bearing, but I was using these two hilltops as kind of an orientation. Wasn't very precise, wasn't very I wasn't very precise, wasn't very sure where am I in between these hilltops, which one is which. So I ended up a little bit too far to the right from the control, so then I had to back off to the left. And also the elevation of the control, I didn't properly estimate it. It's as you can see, it's in the middle of this hilltop, and I went down too far, here I missed it. Again, if there would have been the orienteering lampion, probably I would see it. Here I was, I'm at the end, but I was thinking there is another hilltop, so the control should be to the right side, but since I haven't seen it, I thought, okay, then maybe it's on the other side. So here again, a little bit hesitation, looking around. Now here I was like, it should be here, the control, and then I thought, okay, maybe it's a little bit to the left, maybe we went too far. And on this second try, I found it. Again, this time it was me who found the control. To control number 13, that one was actually sort of easy, but again, I didn't properly evaluate it, the contours. I think I ran a little bit too far, more than I wanted, I think. But the vegetation boundary and the like a thicker forest was there, so that helped me to orient myself, and I used that as a guide to control number 13. Here again, I think the map wasn't very precise, so I was struggling a little bit. You can see that the control is at the edge of some hatched area in the clearing, is it a clearing, is it not a clearing, and yeah, found it here, but quite frankly, yeah, this wasn't that easy for me. To control 14, one possible solution was to go down and use the field and run along the field edge. I decided to go more or less straight. Here I was just trying to, run along the contours a little bit. I didn't want to climb because at this point it was almost 50 minutes on the of running, so I was using all the possible opportunities to avoid even a slightest slope. Although here, there is a little bit of a climb. Here you can see that if I would have wanted to go along the field, I would have to cross that clearing, which was a bit overgrown, so I decided to run through this forest. It looked runnable, so I thought, why not? And yeah, I will skip it once I will get to that feeder or gamekeeper stand. I will start commenting again. So around this place I started looking into the map, checking the field, if I'm at the edge or nearby. You can see that I slowed down a little bit, and yeah, I started looking for that knoll in this little bit thicker forest, but I'm not sure. Did I have? Yeah, the biggest obstacle here for me was my like a black and white map. Otherwise, I would just follow this water line or yeah, this stream, which I eventually did and found the control. But I think it was mostly because I was like orienting myself from the field, now I decided to cross the field and run straight or straightish to the control. The strategy was that I should get into the forest and follow the contours, and once I will reach this valley, then I should go and look for the control there. So yeah, I will skip there. So again, here I'm looking into the map because I was closing to the control. Again, maybe I saw the vegetation there, maybe not, I don't know, but somehow I thought, okay, it must be more into the valley, so I continued, and here I found the control. It's a water ditch or water hole, so it wasn't in this winterly time, it wasn't very visible, but yeah, it was there. Now control 16, basically there is a clear lead through the valley, so I was going to do that, but you can see that the contours are a little bit, it's not very, at the beginning it wasn't very like clear, like here I continued wrong direction because I thought I need to follow some valley, but then I realized this one doesn't really lead to my control. I need to go a little bit to the right, like into the direction of control 1, and now I was I knew that I was there already, so I was like looking for the valley which I wanted to go through. Now at this point I was certain that I'm in it, and at the end I should find the control. So this wasn't very precise. I could have been faster if I would go straight, more like if I would have taken proper bearing at the beginning and ran straight like across this small like elevation into this valley, then I would have been faster, I think. And from control 16 to 17, one would say that's easy, but you will see that once again, even though there is this fenced area that basically should function as a great point of orientation, once again I took wrong bearing, and maybe even the vegetation like led me to do a parallel mistake, because then I ended up in those more dense forests that are at the right edge of the map. Here what you see, and I spent couple minutes looking for the control there. Once I realized that I might be somewhere else, I decided to go back to the main road and pinpoint my location and picked a better, starting point to control 17. So again, I will maybe speed it up. You will see all the mistakes. Now you see that I picked the proper bearing, and found the control. Obviously I lost like 5 minutes, maybe more. Here to control 21, well, I picked the bearing and I tried to run as straight as possible. The fence was not there already, so I was passing through that area that looks like a semi-clearing or whatever, but it was very overgrown, very difficult to pass. And on my map I didn't notice that there is a small path in between those two fences, so that was a little bit of a slowdown here, I think. And then there was this other object, and I used that one as a like a pin, like a jump point. Here I could have run a little bit further to the left and around that, like a dense forest, which you will see here. It would have been better. This was very difficult to pass. Around this point I noticed this little depression, erosion or valley, and that basically led me to the control, which is actually here, I think. Here I'm at the control. Now I'm picking direction to control number 19, so I think the map here or the GPS wasn't very precise. Now here the only thing that I was afraid of was like a reading of the contours here. I knew that I want to go straight because it didn't look like a big slope, but I was like, how am I going to evaluate the slope and, you know, the curvature of the ground? Yeah, that was a little bit of uncertainty for me here. Somehow I was able to keep my direction, and once I saw this big depression, I was quite clear. Yeah, maybe the footprints of other people helped me here. So yeah, that's one of the disadvantages when you are running in the snow, because you have a lot of tracks that can help you or mislead you, but mostly for me they were helping. Control number 20. Yeah, that one was easy because you can see that there is again the fence and then there is some vegetation boundary. So all that together helped me to locate control number 20 without big problems. Now to control number 21. Yes, I picked the bearing, but somehow I noticed in the map that there is this little path through it. So I was running towards it and I wanted to pass through those like nowadays I would say non-runnable forest. And once I was there, I continued along to the edge of this like a semi-clearing, new forest basically. And from there, I picked a bearing straight to control number 21. So yeah, let's speed it. No, I'm not going to speed it up here because I should be there quickly. And yeah, so it will be easy. Or you can speed it up with YouTube controls. So here I picked the bearing again and I'm running towards this sort of non-runnable forest, or at least the vegetation boundary. That was there, that was visible, so then finding the control wasn't difficult. Also you can see I'm following somebody else's footprints, so nothing difficult. Here I decided to follow this erosion through the forest. I'm not sure because there is a path nearby, but since I had no path in the map, I didn't want to use it, or I didn't know how to. It's there and that I can use it, so I went straight through. As you can see, a little bit difficult at parts. I ended up on the main road anyways, so then this little knoll was I had to go down and pick it up, because really here it was very thick, and I'd rather decided to go to the main road and then down for the control. So the training was nice, a good endurance run. Also difficult because we were missing the paths, which are always a very good lead, So, and the map was old. So, since the map is not precise, it makes you, it makes your life more difficult. Another thing that is difficult, that there are too many objects, like without vegetation and without maybe even vegetation boundaries. Maybe it would have been easier. Anyway, hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye bye.
Jo, se neměl usmívat.